Maybe do a wee bit of pitching first and get a feel for that. A short game. Nearly. Difficult. This wind, it's trying to judge the distance that you're going, very challenging. The guys are not expecting such a strong breeze on tournament day, so that's maybe a good thing. Could be a real challenge if this was to continue. In general, feeling pretty good. Game has been a little bit hit or miss. It's close, but maybe not the scores that I would love to see. Hopefully, obviously, that can all change next week. Is the plan. Because of the situation of my work and so on, I don't have as much pressure on myself to perform. I definitely feel as if I've got a better mentality now, and probably a perspective that might allow me to perform better. Yeah, probably expecting just to feel, feel the nerves a little bit, but an excitement just to get going and get into the round. Just try and, relax the nerves and just play. Just make good swings ultimately, as it will be the goal, if I'm honest. This Open, for the fact that it's at St Andrews, my home kind of work, and what has now become my home over the last kind of 8 years, certainly adds a little bit of extra special feeling to it. So a few of my students have been messaging, telling me that if I don't qualify, they're not coming back for any lessons. So I better try and do something.
I feel confident. It's one of those things where anything can happen on the day, and just try and hopefully it goes my way.
Is this a pre-game ritual?
Yeah, just a wee bit
porridge.
Just a wee bit of porridge.
Usually you're a bacon roll man.
I know that's.
You try to look after
I'm trying to be a bit healthier. I quite like my porridge. Smash put on a nice wee spread this morning, which is nice.
I said, do you want something special? Do you want something different? He's like, no, don't change the routine. Stick with the toast and the porridge. Have that every day.
Stick with the process. Taking for the golf course.
I'll take a few wee snacks.
Okay.
I'll take a few wee snacks. We've got a wee bag of goodies.
Oh,
good. Go in the bag. Yeah. I'm excited, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Just trying to treat it like any other day, really. Just try and go and make some good swings, hit some good shots, and see how we go.
Remember how to tie my shoes.
Rules we take it.
Golf's a game of who turns up on the day. Right, let's do it. You could know a course intimately and just not play very well, or you could know a course not at all and turn up and play some really good golf. Ultimately, try and play as best as you can today, be one of the qualifiers that then takes you through into final qualifying, which would be next week. To be honest with you, just try and take it one stage at a time, get through today, see how we go. I feel calm, I feel ready, I feel prepared actually, and I feel as if I'm ready to go play. We'll see. I'm sure the first few holes will be a few bits of nerves there, but I think once we get into the round and hit a few shots and hit a few putts and so on, I think we'll get into it okay.
Yep.
Next on the tee from St Andrews Links Trust, Scott Herald.
I got off to a nice start. I went a wee bit big on my second shot. I just hit into the kind of light rough with my tee shot, and I just wasn't able to control the spin coming out of that. So a wee bit long, hold a nice 4-footer for par, which really settles the nerves, kind of gets you, you always want to get off to a nice start.
I like getting one of them in earlier.
Caddy Pete, he's one of my best friends, really good player himself, and that massively helps. He knows what it takes to to play good golf and to the mentality that's required.
Yeah. Yep. Good man.
Birdied number 2, which was good, and then just felt really comfortable out on the course.
Lovely, Scotty.
I felt my swing was in a good place. Certainly my ball striking was as good as I've hit it in a long time, and I was just kind of plodding along really.
Go shot.
I had a good chance at 3. I made a nice up and down at 4. I kind of got myself a little bit out of position off the tee there.
Right. Solid.
Had a nice shot into 5, a nice 3 I made there. It was a longer putt.
Good swing. Get up there.
Really happy with how I played 6, which in my opinion was a kind of hardest hole on the course. Delighted how I played that.
Go shot, Scotty. Go shot. Great try, mate. Great try.
Number 7 hit a really good tee shot.
Perfect. Really good swings.
Just got a little bit unlucky, ended up in a seeded divot in the middle of the fairway. Just misjudged how it was going to come out. I hit it a little bit harder and it just came out long on me and went through the back into a really impossible spot. The minute I saw where the ball had finished, I was just hoping to make bogey, to be fair. I was just hoping to make 5. I wasn't far off the green. But the way the ball was sitting, clump of grass that I had in front of me, it was very much a hit and hope, and it just never really came out as I had hoped it would. And then the little chip shot I had down for my 4th shot was quite tricky, left it a little bit short, didn't hold the putt, and all of a sudden it was a 6, and that was probably a bit of a momentum stopper. In years gone past, I probably would have let that get to me, and maybe that could have affected the next few holes. But really proud of how I knuckled down, and just Pete really helped me at that point and just told me to just keep doing what I was doing. He knew that I was playing well, and he was a really calming influence at that point, which really helped me just move on, forget about it, and just keep trying to hit good shots.
Fly at 150.
I gave myself really good chances at the next 2 holes.
Good try, really good putt.
I haven't really hit too many bad shots, and I'm hitting a lot of good putts, so I'm just trying really hard to be patient and just wait for something to happen really. I feel as if I'm playing well enough that if I can keep giving myself some opportunities, putts are going to drop, hopefully.
Be the stick. Be the stick. Go on. Gorgeous, mate. Gorgeous. Great.
Today for me, ball just never really quite went in. Hit the edge of the hole a lot, and that was really the story of the day. I knew that I needed a birdie. I knew that I needed to get to level par to have a fighting chance. I certainly thought that under par was going to be a target. Certainly as we went round the course, the difficulty of it and the subtle difficulty in some of the shots, I thought, you know what, if you can get it under par. And it just didn't quite happen for me. I had a 7-iron into the par 5. It's just trickled into the bunker, and then I had really no shot out of the bunker, unfortunately, just where it had landed.
Love it, love it. That's fine.
Yeah, good play.
Go on. Oh. Lovely putt, mate.
It was beginning to boil towards the end. I think I was really trying hard to be patient throughout, and I think probably the big thing I can take is that I felt as if I hit good putts. It wasn't like I felt like I was putting poorly. There was a couple that just grazed the edge, maybe with a little lack of speed, and then maybe where I just hit it a little bit, it didn't quite read the putt exactly how I would like. I was just really trying to make birdie up the last, and it didn't quite release for me the second shot. I thought it was going to release up to the hole, didn't do it, and then when the putt came up short, I kind of knew that was it really.
Hustle, hustle, hustle.
A little bit of a lack of concentration in that last putt, but it won't make a material difference, so it's just one of these things. So I shot 72, 2 over par. I think certainly had it in my mind that I needed to be under par today. I certainly feel as if I certainly could have been a little bit sloppy down the last there, and knew that 1 over wasn't going to be enough, and just lost concentration on that last putt really. But outside of that, really thrilled, and as much as I'm going to miss by a couple of shots, I'm just really proud of how I played. It hurts a little bit at the moment. I feel as if I didn't get out of today what I'd maybe deserved, but hey, you go again, and you try your best. I don't think I would take a shot back, and on another day I think I probably do shoot a really good score. Difficult to say you're not going to hole every putt that you look at, but I certainly felt as if I gave myself enough chances to shoot that good score. On another day maybe that happens. Today just wasn't my day, but loved it, really loved it. I loved being out here playing with Pete, competing, hitting good shots, so yeah, I'm sure I'll be back. I think during the Open week now, obviously that I'm most likely not going to be involved in a playing capacity. There'll be a few drinks had in the local pubs, I would imagine. I'd made a point that I wanted to watch a lot of it. Obviously if I wasn't going to be playing, I wanted to be there and experience it and just soak in the atmosphere. So I'll be in and around the town, and I think it's going to be a really special occasion, and just really delighted to be involved in any capacity possible. So no, I'm really looking forward to it, and ultimately, just we'll see the best players in the world, compete for the Open, and hopefully that'll, they'll put on a show.